All right, so we got to talk about this, man. This is crazy, man. So we got CoreySSG's ex-girlfriend, Danni. She did a live stream. Apparently she had like a stalker at her house or like some kind of like home invasion incident. So we're actually going to jump right into this live stream and react to this situation. I think the stalker or the guy that was at her house is actually on the phone with her right now.
When Corey was talking about me, he just needs to confess. That's mainly what I want him to do. Because it ain't like that shit. I just wanted to see you in person. I got sick of Corey myself because I already knew. And then he said he had your car or something like that from all the false allegations that he did, and I already knew. Do you see the way they look? That's why I have to prove my information.
Okay, so where did you come from on a Greyhound bus?
Oh, see, I'm from like Louisiana, Mississippi, the same way as you. See, I already knew. Because I already know Corey. You know, I already knew he was basically trying to, like what's a setup for you. You know, I'm sorry, but he was talking about me too in the video. That's just the way it is, Danny, because the fact
Okay, so what video he was talking about you in?
Okay, the video he was talking about from.
So this sounds like somebody that actually knows them, that knows Danni, knows CoreySSG. So it's not like somebody that I guess was just like, you know, strolling by in the neighborhood and decided to go to Danni's house or whatever. This is somebody that has communication, knows these folks, knows Corey, knows Danni, because he said Corey was talking about him in some video. So I guess he wanted to pull up on Danni. First impression, that's what it sounds like. He wanted to pull up on Danni and share with her some information. I don't know why he couldn't just call her the same way he's talking to her now, unless I guess he got her number from somebody else, maybe the neighbor or something.
What video was he talking about that in? The video from when y'all was right there in the, you know, where in the kitchen area. You know where the white table where y'all got in the kitchen area, he had his shirt on.
So you've been in my mansion for 2 days. How did you get in my gate?
I didn't get in the gate. The gate was already open. See, I didn't know it was a gated community. When I got my information from Corey talking about me, I was like, I'm not going to see myself like this. So I was trying my best to contact you the worst way it is. See, I got my money. I'm not like that, like Corey is and all that.
So my neighbor been calling me for 2 days, said you've been back and forth coming to my house. Like, what made you catch a Greyhound to my house?
That's not what that was, because it got that serious, and I took you straight there.
So why did the neighbor, I mean, I get it, yeah, the neighbor called her, but why didn't the neighbor just call the police? Like, if she don't know who this person is, didn't recognize them, and I mean, if he kind of broke into her house, it kind of really looks suspicious. I would think, like, as a neighbor, I would just call the police, right? The police can come check it out and see what's going on. Call Danni and be like, hey, we got this guy at your house, right, acting suspicious or something like that. So, I don't know, man.
The same way I don't want to see myself like that. He was talking about me in the video. The same way as you. That's exactly what that was. That's why I got proof of my information the same way. And all that stuff he was doing for you was a whole setup. All he had to do was confess.
I understand that, but don't you know you're trespassing though? So what if I was in my house and you came on my property? And then I have motion cameras, so I know you've been there for 2 days.
I know. That's why I was. What? Did you see me wave at you? I made sure I was reacting like that. Every time you know that I waved and said, "Hey, how you doing?" So you can know, because Corey was getting under my skin so bad. He was talking about me in the same video. All you had to do was.
Okay, so why you didn't contact me on social media?
But Danny, how am I supposed to contact you if I don't really have a big social? If I know like have people as like an artist or a friend, but I'm not that big as them. So how in the world if I'm supposed to do that? Contact you wanted to go and even take that off. Of course, I didn't need on social media for you to see everything that's going on. So yeah, but I'm not all that social media famous to TikTok. I'm not TikTok famous.
So you're not. Hold on, man. So he's not social media famous. He doesn't have popularity on social media, but somehow Corey is talking about you. Like, if Corey is talking about you, then you must have some kind of influence. Like, you must be somebody, right? For Corey to talk about you, because that's what he said, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what he said. He said Corey talked about me and shit like that. If Corey is talking about you, then you must be somebody they know.
So like, I know what's your page? What is your page? But see, because I don't have no picture on it. That's what I'm saying. But you on social media because you see everything. Yes, I'm on there to see all that mess, man. I'm not gonna see. What's your Instagram or her like that? What's your Instagram account name? I just have a TikTok. I don't have an Instagram name. What's your TikTok? That's why I ain't posting that, because I'm gonna give it to you. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I can't make this up.
EMI 019. That's it. I just got that. I don't have nothing on there. And then it got so serious that I had. Hold on. Take that to the EMI. EMI. what? It's period, EMI019. All right, text that to my phone, and then whatever information that you wanted to show about, text that to me too. So, all right, man, because I'm trying to see, because I ain't got much.
So again, it sounds like he's got information for Danni. I guess some information on Corey. That's what it sounds like. And he's, I guess, been trying his best to get a hold of Danni to share with her this crucial information, man. But I don't know about going on a Greyhound bus and going through her house and all that. That's kind of like, that's wild.
Man, I got all this information. It ain't about her because I know my friend got money for me too, but I have to wait for her because I can't do it. Can you send me the stuff that you want her to see? Text it to my phone. Text to your number, man? Yes, I can show it to you. Okay. All right, so what else you want me to do? Because I was just going to tell you some more stuff.
Okay, so what else you got to tell me?
I know some more stuff, Dan. That's what I'm saying, baby. This ain't fun.
No, I'm not laughing right now because you've been in my mansion for 2 days, and my neighbors watch my mansion, and I seen you on camera, and you've been violating.
I'm saying, but I know, but I'm not.
And my neighbor told me she had to feed you, so you at my house on my patio, and you ain't ate
I ain't
enough.
gonna lie. Yeah, I told her that because I said I've been waiting on you. Me to talk to you about Corey the whole time because I can't even get the money I'm getting.
But me and Corey broke up almost 2 months ago.
Okay, but what about after all the other stuff? Because he posted some pictures about me, like the same picture when, bro. Man, that man really is on me the worst way.
I'm gonna tell you something. See, I thought you was my pool guy or something. That's exactly who I thought you was.
I know you thought like a pool guy, but see, I came to tell you the truth and be honest, because I can't go pick the money up I got from my friends that music artists. It wasn't hard. Like if yourself wanted to come with me, that's fine. And they gonna take you up basic already, because I already knew that Corey was gonna do that mess. I had to come and tell you proof that.
But this is what I'm telling you. Don't you know you can get yourself hurt by doing the stuff that you're doing?
I mean, I didn't think about that when it came down. See, I got money. But I'm saying, like,
it ain't even about money. You're trespassing. You at my mansion. You're trespassing right now.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, well, I'm very sorry, but I didn't gather up this proof and information for what I had.
You could have sent me proof through my email. You could have sent me proof on the media. You could have sent me proof by contacting my manager that's in my bio on Instagram. I'm just trying to see why did you come to my home and you've been in my house for 2 days.
Because I had knocked on the door. But see, I thought you was there, so I had pulled the garbage can up and put it up in the thing. If anything.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not answering the question. Like, if he wanted her to send her something, there's so many other ways he could have communicated with her. Why show up at her house? That's so fishy. Something is just not adding up here, man. And I mean, the whole thing sounds way too calm. You know, like, just think about it. If somebody broke into your house, or not even broke in, right? Because it doesn't sound like he actually got inside, but trespassed, whatever, right? I don't know that I would be, like, too calm about it. So maybe she's just trying to maintain her composure to figure out who he is, to, like, pull him in to gather more information on him. Maybe that's what she's doing, like, just preliminary stuff. Because I don't know, man. And then the neighbor, why didn't the neighbor just call the police? I mean, maybe she did, but I'm just, because they mentioned the neighbor called her. I'm like, why would just call the police? It's not your job to figure out if those are her guests or not. Like, if you just see somebody trying to hop the fence or something like that, or standing outside her house for too long and then approaching you to figure out where she's at, something ain't adding up.
I didn't care about nothing. I don't got nothing, no picture in my phone.
You said you pulled my trash can? You pulled my trash can from the end of the road?
I ain't saying like that. I'm just saying as a good person, because that's why I came there. Because Corey was trying to, he was on me the same way. Not trying to see. They thought he was stopping me from you. That's when some of his pictures, his quotes, his post was on TikTok from you. Like the same way you was getting involved in this stuff, he was talking about me the same way. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, I understand all of that.
Information as well. I'm gonna be flat out honest. If you was watching.
So again, like he just said, if you guys heard it right, he said Corey's talked about you the same way he's talked about me. So if he's talked about you, you must be somebody. You're not just anybody. You are somebody. For Corey to go out of his way, because Corey does not just talk about people unless he knows these people. Like, just think about it. There's so many people that react to his videos, so many people that talk about him. He doesn't come out and talk about everybody that talks about him. But for him to talk about you, you got to be somebody that he knows. And then to say, I don't really have clout like that, I don't have social media, something is just not adding up.
I don't know your information, Dan. I'm going to be honest right now. But the same way Corey was getting you involved, I already knew he was basically like, it was basically a setup. That's what I'm saying. See, I got all my proof information on court because I'm not going to TV like that. Don't you think I would love money for myself to go where I'm going, just to go?
I understand all that, but I'm just going to tell you nicely. Do not come back to my house. Whatever information you got for me, just send it to the person number that you got on the other end. But don't ever come back to my home again. That's all I.
Okay, so what about like so have you ever heard from Corey and all that stuff? You mind me asking? Because I ain't gonna.
No.
So you haven't.
No, I have no communications with him.
Man, I don't know, man. This last piece right here, this sounds weird. Like you're a stalker, right, or whatever, trespassing, and then you asking her, like, when is the last time you talked to Corey? That's a crazy question. Yeah, he's got to be
to the person number that you got on the other end, but don't ever come back to my home again. That's all I.
Okay, so what about like so have you ever heard from Corey and all that stuff? You mind me asking? Because I ain't gonna.
No.
So you haven't.
No, I have no communications with him.
Yeah, I don't love him. Is Corey your lover? It's Corey. He said he what? Is he your lover? You trying to get a hold of him? That's your boyfriend?
This is crazy. Like, if he really wanted to talk to Corey goes on IG Live. It is so easy to get a hold of Corey on IG Live. All he had to do is leave something in the comments. And if Corey talked about you, more than likely he knows who you are.
You said have two boyfriends. Is Corey your man? No. That's what you talking about. I love women. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm just trying to get up. You think I'm going on? No, man. I love women. That's why I came to talk to that person. I see what you're saying. So tell her I'm sorry for all that mess. I don't know her information, all that bull, bro.
So you rode the Greyhound from, you say you live in Mississippi or Louisiana. Where do you live at?
I'm from the Mississippi area.
What area in Mississippi?
Oh, that's what I got to tell you about Cheryl, too. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you. That's what I got to tell you. You remember when Cheryl did that mess to you and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, and then, I kind of, basically what.
Wait a minute, because I don't want to talk about her. What part of Mississippi are you from? Is what I'm asking.
I'm from Brandon. I'm from Brandon. I am from like the suburb everything.
So you by Jackson?
I'm already used to it. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not down with all that.
Send me information on your Greyhound ticket. The Greyhound ticket that you booked all the way from Jackson to come to my home. Then you Uber. Send me all the information.
Oh, okay. You said okay. Well, I thought you said where I'm from, but I have my ticket saying where I'm from. I did use the Greyhound from Mississippi to come to the Dallas station. Then I came 2 days ago. I came from the Dallas station to here, Montgomery. Now I got that ticket in my phone. Ain't no sense.
Okay, send me that ticket.
I got all.
Send me that ticket.
Okay. Well, can you text me this number? Then I'll make sure I send it to my son.
Send it to the 310 number.
All right. Well,
Man, this is crazy. Texting my stalker, like, imagine like you having a conversation with somebody that's at your house that's not invited, right? This could be like a stalker, trespasser, anything, whatever you guys want to call it, right? And then now we're having a texting communication now. That's wild.
Too as well, because this ain't about me. Because the tour was on me, on my ass, the same way. Then I ain't finna see myself like that, man. It's just like saying I can't go get some money that I have. That's what I'm saying. I can't even do it because all the stuff that he's doing. It's like he stopped me from her. Because when I went to the bus station from Dallas, I had came to Montgomery. Just because when I was in Mississippi, I came to Dallas, and then I had got my Dallas ticket, and I had.
So I mean, it sounds like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just my opinion, but it sounds like he got, I don't want to say a beef or something like that. It's something going on between him and Corey. So what has Danni got to do with it? Like, is he like just trying to, I don't know, like give her some tea on Corey or some shit like that? Like, it sounds like he's really got like an issue with Corey, really, if you really listen to it. So why he ain't just addressing it with Corey? Why is he going out of his way to show up? Like, the crazy thing is just going to this woman's house. That's insane. Like, I don't know how he even thought that was a good idea. So something is just not adding up with that part. Him just going to this woman's house, walking around hoping he can get her to come to the door. It's just weird. Like, if that woman don't know you and you just showing up there, it's going to be just an awkward ass conversation.
Montgomery, that was like because I asked you when I Ubered here. I don't think you would know because I was engaged. That's why mad because they was halfway home. So I'm like, the best thing I can do is go ahead and tell it from what I already know.
Okay, and so what did my neighbor say to you? She just brought you food?
She didn't say nothing. She said, I told her, I have all the proof information. I'm not going to see both of us the same way as her and me, or me or her go through all that stuff. I said, everything is fine. It's just the person that was there. It was a lot of false allegations of what he did. He was talking about me the whole time. See, I didn't get to tell her all the stuff that was dealing with Sarah, all that mess. I couldn't do the half of the stuff.
So hold on. So her neighbor also knows about this whole online like beef or whatever you guys want to call it. Like she's so aware, because I'm just thinking like, if anybody's neighbor sees some dude just walking around, wandering around, I would think like the first thing they do is call the police, right? They don't really want to have a conversation with this person. I mean, I guess some people are nosy like that. You got some neighbors that might be too nosy and want to really find out, like, what does this girl do next door, or who this guy is. You know, there's some people that are that nosy, but I don't think people just do that like on a normal basis. I think people just call the police and let the police figure that shit out.
Basically, it's not about money, but I already have money. As like my friends that already know about me too, but I can't go there.
Okay, so listen, Drew, do you got some? Where are you going tonight?
That's what I'm saying. I don't, man. I was praying to God Almighty. Then we're no normal person.
Drew, how I know you ain't gonna kill me when I come to my house?
Wow. So his name is Drew. I think this is like the first time, like in this whole live stream, that we got to know his name. His name is Drew. This is crazy.
I know about me too, but I can't go there.
Okay, so listen, Drew, do you got some? Where are you going tonight?
That's what I'm saying. I don't, man. I was praying to God Almighty. Then we're no normal person.
Drew, how I know you ain't gonna kill me when I come to my house?
What was I supposed to do, Danny? I'm scared too, man. I want to feel all unsafe. Why do you think I feel? He was on me the same way. I can't. I don't have the money on my cash out. What I'm supposed to do?
Okay, Drew. So where are you staying tonight?
Man, I don't know. Basically, I was just gonna chill at this little place right here. Like they closed. They had a bit or whatever outside of them. That's what they want.
I mean, if you're that scared of this guy, Drew, why wouldn't she just call the police? I mean, clearly this guy showed up at her house, and it sounds like she got him on video. So, like that's not adding up, man. That shit is not adding up. Because if you got somebody on video trespassing, I would think that person would be arrested by now. They would be arrested. I mean, I don't know. Is she in Mississippi? I don't know what the laws of Mississippi are for that stuff.
That's why I said, Danny, I have people behind me too the same way.
You want money
I didn't want
to
TV because I was fighting myself to get to you from at the bus station to my apartment. That stuff hard. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna get my room so I can have like.
It's a lot that
Well, I got some babies to be on the schedule.
I'm gonna be flat out. I won't reacting that way, but none of that. I got all that G-cards, all that information. I'm not saying.
Okay, so Drew, you got your ID and stuff so I can get your room?
Of course. Well, then I'm saying this court. He was on me the same way. That's hard for me. I be trying to take the work.
Okay, so I see. Like now I know what she's kind of doing. I kind of already guessed it earlier. Like that's why I was like, oh, she's like way too calm. Like somebody breaking into your house this calm. So I guess she's trying to pull him in. She's trying to help him, but also identify him at the same time, because she's like, you got your ID on you. So she's really trying to figure out who he is. But she's also going to try to help him so he can go back to wherever he came from.
Well, I can't. I was scared too, the same way, because I didn't want you to feel the same way, so I had.
Why you hung up the phone?
I forgot that I was...
Why did you hold on? Let me call my neighbor back. Let me call her back. Tell him, hold on, put him on mute. Natalie, this is Danny. This is my new number.
Oh, hi.
I just wanted to get a little bit more information because that was my manager that was on the phone with you earlier. So,
okay, thank you for calling.
Send me the address where you at.
Okay, so this person been outside the house for 2 days. I actually thought there was a pool man outside my house on the patio.
Oh, okay.
And you had to feed him?
So we can get you another greenhouse.
Well, okay, so he came to the house and he wanted to know if I knew your phone number.
The information.
And I told him that I couldn't give that out, but I told him that I would be happy to, try to call you and then talk to you about, giving your phone number to him. And then I did try to call your phone number, and your phone number that I had from last summer was disconnected.
The 832 number.
The 832 number, and so then I said, well, I apologize. I said, but I can't get through to her right now. I said, I misplaced your son's phone number, which I had. I had your son's phone number, but I could not find it anywhere.
Okay.
And so I thought, oh my gosh. And so anyway, I know that he'd been out on the patio for a couple days, like 2 or 3 days. I'd seen him out there.
Yeah, he'll walk and come back. Like, he'll...
Yeah. And so
Man, that neighbor is way too calm, way too relaxed. She said this person has been like on the patio. Is like, man, then they're having this conversation. She way too nice, because my neighbors are not like that. You show up at my house, the police is coming. There's no conversation. There's no, let me call this person up and see if they got if they know who you are or how they can help you. We're not having that conversation. Like, for you to even show up at somebody's house like that unannounced is crazy all by itself.
I just thought, well, maybe he's a guest, maybe he's going in, in and out of the house. I wasn't really paying attention. And I waved at him this morning when I took the dogs out at like, I go out to take the dogs out as soon as it gets like 6:30 a.m. Or 7 a.m. I don't know. He was out there when I went out this morning, and he waved at me, and I waved back at him. And so I'd already seen him.
So do you think he had some type of mental problem?
No, he was sober. He was not, he seemed to be. Okay, now I'm not, he seemed to be sober. He seemed to be clean. He didn't seem to be using any drugs. He seemed like he really earnestly wanted to speak with you about something. And let me see what he said. Okay, this is what he said. So I'm going to text you this. Andrew Knight, information on Corey, who was at your house. He just got here off the Greyhound. He has proof and information on Corey for what's going on. And then he also said that he can help keep you out of jail. So I don't know what that means. But
Natalie, I broke up with Corey 2 months ago. Okay, listen. I already contacted the sheriff and everything. If you see him come back to my house, just call the police, okay?
I will. I didn't want to do it.
See, that's what should have happened. Like, she said she already called the sheriff. She said what you should have did is call the police. But, man, her neighbors are, wow, they're on a whole other level.
Talking to you first because
you didn't know who he was, but they supposed to monitor my house starting tonight. I don't know that guy. Never heard of him. I got all the information that I do need. I do have like him sitting on my back patio. I have the amounts of times he came, left. I have all of that. I asked him how did he get in the gate. He said the gate was already open, so he could have gotten.
So this man so she clearly says she doesn't know who he is. So he showed up. Like, this is what I'm saying. The neighbor is way too relaxed. I would think she would be worried because this guy is just showing up there, walking around the house a couple different times, couple different days, then sitting on the patio. So he doesn't have access to go inside the house. So he's just walking around, just strolling around the house. I would think, like, as a neighbor, like, you wouldn't want that shit happening to your house. So you would just, like, out of precaution, just, hey, man, I'm calling the police. I would even just call the police, man. Hey, man, we got some dude here walking around, wandering around, acting suspicious. But for her to sit there and have a conversation and get into the whole business of this person's you're a neighbor. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know what's going on down there. Maybe the neighbor down there actually knows all about the YouTube stuff.
And once a car came or whatever the case may be. So if he come back to my house, just please call the police.
I will. Yeah, I will. I have a little construction company, and my guys, they don't speak English, and so a lot of times they've got stuff that they need to tell me about, something that somebody messed up, or somebody stole this tool, or somebody stole the lawnmower. There's always something, and so they need to tell me in person because privately, and so that's why I took it serious, because I thought, well, this has happened to me a lot. This happened to me 3 times last week on my job site, so that's why I was trying to get through to you, to get the message through to you, because I didn't know what it was about.
I really appreciate it. But I got them monitoring my house and everything tonight, and I'm gonna call you in the morning. Keep an eye out for you.
Sure, I will. Yeah, I've got all the lights on. I'm gonna leave the lights on all night long. And I'm not afraid of him. He seemed meek. He was hungry. He said, hey. So he saw me walk in. I walked in with Chipotle.
He was hungry. Man, this is crazy. I mean, I see where she's coming from, because she says she got a construction business and people show up at her house trying to discuss something maybe that they're getting accused of or whatever. So I see where she's coming from, but man, this is just wild. I mean, I thought the neighbor had called the police even after this is not, as a neighbor, I don't know that I want to be involved in all this shit.
eaten in 2 or 3 days. And I said, sure. So I walked back in and got some chips, got some granola bars, and handed it to him.
Excuse me, honey, do you have an apple?
Outside. But, and then my daughter got mad at me because she was on the phone. She's like, Mom, get him some stuff to drink. I said, honey, I didn't even know him. You know, so then
Damn, she gave him a granola bar. You might as well just let them borrow the car at this point.
but yeah, but yeah, I will definitely call me tomorrow if you want, or text me or whatever, and I'd be happy to walk.
Okay, honey, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. That is not funny. Y'all.
That's not funny. It's serious.
Yeah, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up.
All right, man. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. It's crazy. Sounds wild as shit, man. But let me know what you guys think about this whole stalker home invasion. I don't know if it's technically home invasion. I guess it is trespassing. Stalker, trespassing, some shit like that. Sounds pretty wild, pretty interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.